Okay, we are gonna do a get ready with me this morning, cause gotta get ready. So we are gonna start off with a little bit of skin prep, which to me is the most important in a skincare routine. I am 34. Love that for me. And I do have incredibly dry skin. I have spots, as you can see. You know, just aging with everyone else. We are going to start with a Glass Skin Snail Toner. Get it from TJ Maxx. Baby, I am not about to pay $87 for something so simple. Works great. About as good as something from TJ Maxx would. I've used the high-end stuff. I've used the not so high-end stuff, and quite frankly, it all works the same. So please ignore my children in the background. Just is what it is. Okay, the hair out the road here. I guess we could talk a little bit about myself. Like I said, I am 34 years old. Just kind of recently 34. I am a mom of 2 kids. I have an 8-year-old girl and a 5-year-old boy. And I'm married to my honey. And as you can see, the title of our TikTok is Fussin' and Hustlin', which is what we do. We like to pick at each other. It's our love language. So you will see us pick at each other. We love each other. We've been together 14 years. And we have a wonderful life together. And I love it. But we hustle hard and we don't like having bills. So that's what we're doing. We're paying all of our stuff off and living it up in the meantime. We like to go have fun. We like to go do things. Ralph likes to not spend money, and I like to spend money. So it's a win-win for everybody. Okay. Once you get that done, I do a mix of these 3. I do the Whoa Glow by e.l.f. I also use the Glow Screen by Supergoop. This is the one that's a little bit darker, the Golden Hour. And then I also use, my friend recently put me on the Jerome Alexander. Okay, really? It's just a self-adjusting foundation. And I literally just put them on strips on my fingers and then mix them all together, and it makes my perfect tone. I'll show you in a sec what I do. Just, you know, going with the flow here, okay? And I don't know if it's just my Supergoop or if it's something that they changed in the formula, but it's like the runniest thing. But I literally just put them all 3 on my fingers like that. And I just rub them in. Voila. Makes kinda my perfect tone, you know? And then I just literally rub that all in. Okay, so back to getting to know me. I just recently started up my dog sitting business that I used to do all the time when I did not have children. I used to stay at my customers' houses, but now that I have kids, that is obviously not an option. So I don't, but I still have a really good clientele who still trust me and love me, and I love them, and they are amazing. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chest here. And they are wonderful, and I just love them. And recently went back to work after 9 years of staying home with my kids. And if you've ever stayed at home and then went back to work, that is quite the adjustment. It took a lot in me to do that, because I am, believe it or not, a hermit. I do not love talking to people, but I talk enough to people. Once I get to know you, I'm not quiet, but trying to get to know you is, you know, it's a journey. Okay, next is my concealer. This is the Fair because I am ghost pale, and that's just who I am as a person. Even in the summertime, I am slightly colored, but not much. I literally just put a little bit on my finger because I do not like a lot. And like I said, I have incredibly dry skin. I just put it under there. And listen, if you're getting old, just, you know, just adjust. I don't enjoy it. And I got wrinkles and I have, you know, fine lines. I also get Botox, so that helps. But listen, you can only do what you can do, okay? It is what it is. You're just gonna have to go with the flow. Life is life. And it just is what it is. Just get through it, really is all you can do. You just dab it until your heart's content. Okay. Great. All right. Okay. Rare Beauty as my blotting powder. I do not set my eyes. I don't set anything really. This is an ivory. Because again, I'm really dry and I will look like a scaly fish by the end of the day if I do that. So I just put a little bit underneath. Color good. And just kind of put it in the places that seem a little too shiny for you. Great. Okay, and now I'm using this, the Physicians Formula Matte, and it is the Butter Bronzer in Matte Sunkissed. I love that. And then I just take one of my e.l.f. brushes and just do the puffy side. And just come in here, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I guess to finish up a little bit more about me, I do love makeup. I love clothes. I love shoes. What girl doesn't? I live a very simple life, you know, just getting through it with my children. They really like to take me out most days, but like I said, getting through it. I don't really have anything much to say except the fact that I'm new to this and it's fun. Okay, this is Rare Beauty. I also use this one too that I like a lot. It just depends on my mood. And today my mood is this Rare Beauty one, and it is in Hope. So we love that. Just put a little dip and dab here and there. Like that. You just blend it in. I like to put that because I have a little spot right here. I don't know if it's age spot. I don't really know what it is. Drives me crazy, but listen, it is what it is. You can only do so much. Sometimes Botox can only do so much for you. I've done a chemical peel. I've done all of it. It is what it is. Okay. I'll be honest. My makeup mirror looks a lot better than my iPhone. So, you know. Okay, whatever. Put that up. Okay, brow pencil, just your e.l.f. I'm a simple girly. I just like what I like. I don't even know what color it says. Taupe, light brown. Oh, Lord. Neutral brown. And then I also use this. This is my son's hair gel. But I use it for my eyebrows because I'm not going to spend any more money than I need to. And quite frankly, who's buying 87 products? Not me. I just don't want all the stuff. I'm a little OCD and I don't like to have all the things are laying around. So we're going to push the brows up. And this angle just is not ideal, but it's just the best we got for today. So y'all are just gonna get what you get. And you either like it or you don't. You know, we're just hanging out today. Then later on, I'm gonna go, I got 3 families I'm dog sitting for over the holiday weekend. So y'all are gonna take a ride with me and we're gonna go do a little dog sitting. It's gonna be great. And maybe go get on the boat later. I don't know. We'll see. It was raining this morning, so that was kind of meh. But you do what you can do with the days that the Lord hands you. Never in my life did I think that I would do social media. I barely like to get on Facebook, mainly because I just don't like to post that much. I don't really like, not that I don't like sharing my family, because I really do. I just don't care. I just don't. And that maybe is just like a flaw of mine. I don't know. I just don't care if people see my family or not, because I get to see my family and that's really all I care about. And really that's just it. Hold on. I just like seeing my family. I don't think everyone else likes to see my family. Mainly because people just are living their own life, and who really cares to see all that, you know? So, but my sister-in-law started a TikTok and it looks fun. So I wanted to start one, and here we are. I use the Sky High mascara in Blackest Black, I believe. Yep. I do not like waterproof. That just is not for me. I just don't like it. Because at the end of the night, when you're just absolutely exhausted, the last thing I'm trying to do is scrub mascara off my eyes. It's just not for me. And my eyelashes are already short as it is, so me trying to rip my eyelashes out of my eyes when it like takes everything I have in me to grow them. No, thank you. No, thanks. Okay. What's that? And I also use this at night. It's the Obagi Nucil Lash Serum. Because baby, if I did not, they would be so stumpy, bless it. They already are, but they would be even more so if I didn't use it. So, you know. Trying to think if there's anything else about me. I really just live the most everyday, simplistic, get through it kind of life. We live in Georgia, and it's hot and sticky and awful and buggy. I'm absolutely eat up with mosquito bites. And we literally have been outside like once because it's so hot. So if you live in Georgia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's awful. I'm trying to convince my husband to move to Florida, and have been for the past like 3 years now. I've tried to convince him to move, but he has a really good job, and it's provided for our family while I stayed home all the years that I did. And so he's comfortable, he knows his people, and he likes it that way. But I like to go. I want to go do something different. I want to go live life a little. And he's boring. So we have to get him out of his shell, bless it. But we will eventually one day. We'll see. Trying to think what else. I guess I can get more into the nitty-gritty as time goes on, but as of now, that's really it. I don't have a ton about me that's just riveting. It's just a simple life I live. Okay, I'm gonna put on a little lip liner because my lips look so pale. Bless her. I put a little bit of this on. And then, looks a little better. Looks like I got a little life in my eyes, you know? And I think me and my husband are going to start posting on TikTok. Everyone's always said that we need a TV show, that we're funny together. And we are. We absolutely just pick each other to death, though. Some people may find it incredibly annoying, or that I'm mean, or that he's mean. But our love language just truly is picking at each other. And my love language used to be physical touch. But ever since I've married him, he is not a very touchy-feely person. And my love language has changed over the years, and now it's just picking on him and him picking on me, and that's just the way that we show love and affection to one another. And some people think it's absolutely insane. Jumbo, Nyx, for the girls that get it. And we love to pick on one another. It's just really fun. And it makes me laugh, and I like to laugh. So, and he doesn't. He is just as boring as a stick in mud. So we gotta get him laughing a little bit, you know. And that's just my way of making myself laugh. So it's just what I do. It's fun. I love it. You gotta bring it down the neck, guys. You do. You just gotta, especially if you're super pale like me. Everything's gotta match. All right. There's that. Okay, that almost fell completely over. I also use this. I have not used all of those colors. I've dropped it a couple times and then it's broken. I just like to use a little bit of whatever this and this color is. I mix them up. It just depends on my mood. I'm gonna go a little lighter today. Just to really not make me look so tired, because I am exhausted. Those last few weeks of school it makes you question why you became a parent. I'm gonna be really honest. And for those of you who have older kids, you know how awful the last few weeks are, because they're trying to throw every like project and paper and test, and why? We're tired. Please, I can't. I don't want to. Firstly, I never liked school. It was not my favorite. Never went to college because I also, again, hate school. So doing any kind of schoolwork voluntarily was a huge no for me. I can't. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'm just outlining my brows. I need to pluck them, but I don't feel like making myself cry today, so I'm not gonna. And the last time I got my eyebrows waxed, half of my eyebrow was gone, and it took 3 months to grow back. Love that. So I don't get them waxed, and quite frankly, I'm not gonna ever do that again. And it was a little too painful for me, so I just make myself cry when I'm in the mood and pluck my eyebrows. But today is not that day, so love that. And really, they're not dark enough for it to even matter, so. And if I'm completely honest, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I really don't. I'm just going to start doing what I feel like I want to do. And if people like me, great. If they don't, great. I don't care. I wish I cared. I do. I just really don't. Nothing about me cares. I think that's really my problem too sometimes. Okay. Even enough. Are the dogs that I'm going to go visit going to care? Absolutely not. So I'm not going to care. Yeah. And truthfully, I'm shocked that my kids are being as quiet as they're being. I just had to yell at them before I turn on my video because they were screaming. And I'm not really, I'm not really a huge internet person. Like, I do not know the ins and outs of like editing or anything like that. I know nothing. I was born in the generation of like computers just coming out, and I was so in my like ways. And then when me and Ralph met, he had an iPhone and I had a BlackBerry, and he refused to date somebody with a BlackBerry. So he bought me an iPhone like 3 months into us dating, and that was really sweet of him because he couldn't stand that I had a BlackBerry and that our texts were green. He couldn't stand it. He couldn't stand it because he is an internet guy, and he just couldn't stand it. So yeah, so that's how I became an iPhone girly. Otherwise, I probably would still have that same BlackBerry. I probably really would. I really, really would, because I don't care. The only thing I care about is my pictures. And yeah, that's really it. So whatever these videos turn out to be, they just turn out to be. And I literally don't care about anyone's judgment. I have 3 brothers. You physically can't hurt my feelings. I think it's a strength of mine, truthfully. I was never allowed to cry because my brothers would just wrestle me to death. We were a wrestling family. And not me, myself, but my brothers were, and my dad. And so I would just get wrestled to death. And then we adopted my 3rd brother, and he's big into baseball and football and all the things sports. And we adopted him when he was in 8th grade. And he is my absolute favorite person on the planet. He has a heart of gold. And he would also jump in on the wrestling games. And so I got tortured anytime I would cry. So I just didn't. And any kind of drama, they were having no part of it. So I just learned not to involve myself in the drama. All to have a little girl who is nothing but drama. So that's ideal. It's real fun. So she's learning. But her little brother loves to wrestle her to death too. So I guess it's still in the blood. It's fun. Okay. All right, guys. This is it. This is me. Hi. I'm just a mom who's tired and hanging in there. Just doing a quick spruce up routine. Really, it's not really a get ready. It's just like, hey, maybe look alive a little, So, all right. Well, this has been fun. Hopefully there's more in the future. One day I will do one with my hair. I get a lot of compliments when I crimp it, so maybe I'll do that one next. All right. Bye.